Welcome to Old Man Wisdom. We're looking on the Euro USD 1 hour charts, firstly with price action and secondly with our non-repaint MT4 indicator. So let's start with price action trading here on the Forex market. The lines here are as they were last week. So you'll see three kind of areas that I marked out. I might just extend them along here. So basically these are the lines that I plotted last week, and you'll see here I've put a little blue rectangle here just representing where the market's opened on Sunday evening here in the UK, and obviously all these candlesticks are what I've painted over the last week. So what I was saying is that I wanted price to come up into this area here. Now I even said last Friday that you could sell at this point and keep your stop loss just above here. So I don't know if any of you did that, but obviously you can see that that's exactly what the market did. You would have had a stop loss of something like 30 pips, no more than that, and you could either do a 2-to-1 strategy or of course trail your stop loss. However you trade, I do at least a 2-to-1 strategy, not only on this but also on my Forex indicator strategy as well. So I was looking at least 60 pips, which would have only represented kind of this area here. So it would have closed very early kind of Monday morning down here, but obviously it's gone a lot further than that. It's gotten over 200 pips, but all the way into this area here, which is what I was looking at, and that's indeed where the market went. So what would we be looking at for this coming week? Well, initially I would have been looking at this area here, and with price stalling I would have looked to buy the market. Now if I'm completely honest with you, I did take a buy at this level here in this area, had a very small stop loss of just 20 pips, which obviously I got stopped out, and now price has come underneath this what was support. If we just scroll back a little bit, you'll see here that this was part of the zone or kind of zonal area that the market has been in for 3 or even 4 weeks. Now it's gone under it. It's quite obvious really what I'm expecting the market to do for next week. What I want it to do is to come back up into this area. I want to see price stalling just like it did here, just like it stalled around here on this level here and here again. We want to see price stalling on this area, and then we want to see it just continue on its merry way down. Now, not only might you see price stalling like several hours worth of candlesticks, but you might also see long wicks. If you see a couple of long wicks or even one big long wick come right up and even through this area, but then completely and immediately rejected, that could be a sign to sell, and of course hopefully downward it goes. You don't really want to risk too much. You know, this whole zone here is only 30 pips. So you don't want to be risking any more than 30 pips. And you want to be looking for at least a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio for next week. So you want price to come up and stall around in this zonal area here. The reason is obvious, because this area has been rejected many times. And not only that, you'll remember almost a month ago now, I plotted this here, and this zone, look, falls right in between the 50% and the 61.8. That's where I got the zone from. So there you go. There's a good reason to be looking to sell around this area for next week. As for our indicator chart, these were the lines that I drew. I said that there would be 2 opportunities here, one to buy and one to sell. I wanted to see price come down and then back up and give us a buy signal, which we didn't get. Price continued to come down. And then I said, well, if it does continue to come down, then we want it to come up and give us a sell signal. Well, we didn't even need the kind of retest. Price came down, look, and you'll see here that this candle where the arrow painted was underneath the multi-time frame moving average. Now it's not an obvious place. The obvious place would be up here to put your stop loss, but this was nearly 70 pips away, and my maximum stop loss is just 50. So I wouldn't have had such a large stop loss. I would have, however, put it just above the moving average here. I would have put it at least 20 pips, which nearly would have got you stopped out, but not quite. So 20 pips is about there. You might have even put it at 25, but probably 20 pips, and looked for a 40 pip profit down here. So again, if you'd have took this trade, you would have been in profit and probably taken your profit very early, kind of Monday or Tuesday. So very early in the week. So that's the second really beautiful trade that this indicator has given us in the last 2 weeks. 2 lovely trades in 2 weeks. Absolutely perfect. And of course, for next week, well, price is currently underneath the moving average here. So we will continue to look for selling opportunities. So we want price to come back up. And the reason for that is we firstly want a nice pullback, but we need the MACD to work its way back up to the 0 line in order to receive another sell signal. Unless the MACD works its way back up to the 0 line, we're not going to get another sell signal. It's as simple as that. But if it does, then that's what we'll be looking for next week. A pullback and then a sell signal from this MACD based non-repaint MT4 indicator. So there you are, price action trading for next week, looking for a sell, as well as our non-repaint indicator looking for a sell next week. 2 very simple strategies going on here, and hopefully if you're following along and enjoying it, then please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give the video a thumbs up if you appreciate the content of this video. So until next week, enjoy your weekend, take care, and I'll be speaking to you very, very soon.